So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how I split test thumbnails as well as the exact tools I use to be able to get that done. Let's get into the content. All right, so before we start changing thumbnails, we need to make sure that we're looking at the data so that way we can know that we're making the right decision, all right? All right, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and go to the analytics. Then once those open up, I want you to go ahead and click right here to where it says see more. Once that pops up, I want you to go right here to where it say last 28 days, click the drop down arrow, and then click last 90 days because we want to give ourselves more time to see how the data fluctuates. All right, so let's go ahead and go down right here, and then what we're going to do from here is we're going to go ahead and click on impressions. And the reason we're doing that is because we want to look at the videos that YouTube is giving the most love to. All right, so let's go ahead and go back down, and then we're going to click on this plus sign, and then we're going to add a filter called average view duration. Then we're going to come back and we're going to hit the plus sign again, and then we're going to go ahead and add average percentage viewed. Now we got all the filters that we need to really look at this data. So we're going to start from the right, and then we're going to go over to the left. So what we're looking at first is we're looking at the amount of times that YouTube has put this video in front of people. Not meaning that they watched it, meaning that they giving you traffic. All right, so for this particular video, the YouTube automatic captions, they put this video in front of 27,000 people, but I don't have 27,000 views, right? But as you can see right here, we got a 5% click-through rate on this video. Now this video has driven a lot of views. I think it's over like maybe close to like 11,000 views. But if we come over here to the left, we can see that the average percentage view is 37.9, which isn't bad, right? I would say that that's fairly average, but that tells me that even though we got a 5% here, if we can increase that and we come back over here and people are at least watching that amount, boom, we just tripled our views. And then now we see one right here. Let's take a look at this one that say like 43.6%. And we can see that this one has a 9.3% click-through rate. So even though it's 9.3%, I may say, well, how can I get that to 13%? Because the more and more I increase it, the more views I get. This is the best way for you to get views without actually uploading any new content. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually show you how to automate the process of split testing your thumbnails. All right, so the first tool I'm gonna show you is called Thumbnail Blaster. It allows you to split test your thumbnails, and it allows you to create your thumbnails inside of the same tool. All right, so let me show you how it works. So the first thing you need to do is you need to add your YouTube channel. So go ahead and click this button right here. Once you click it, you should be pretty familiar with, with this, where you pretty much sync up your channel with the software. And once you do that, then you'll be able to start using the split testing feature. Then after that, I want you to go right over here to where it says split test. Go ahead and click on that. So then it brings you to this page. So now right here, you see this little button? I want you to go ahead and click on this button. Okay, now the account that you just added, I want you to go ahead and click right here to where it says select an account. Once you click on that, I want you to go ahead and click on the channel you just added. So I'm gonna click on my channel real quick, and then instantly you can see it pull the data from my channel with the current thumbnail that I have. Now I'm actually running a split test with the two thumbnails that I'm gonna show you, but I just kind of want to walk you throughout the process. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add thumbnail B. Let me go ahead and find it here on my computer. Okay, so boom, we got the purple background and we got the blue background. Now I made another change, and typically I don't make like multiple changes. I usually make one, so that way I can tell, okay, what really triggered the views, right? And that's very, very important for you to understand. And then right here, I can control the time, right? So let's say I only want to run it for like, maybe like 1 week or whatever, then I can go there. But for me, I always bring it out to 10 days. Now you may be asking yourself, can you really get the data that you're looking for in 10 days? If you can't, guess what? You can easily just come back in here and do the exact steps that I just showed you, and then keep doing it every 10 days till you feel like the results are significant enough for yourself, right? And then the biggest benefit with this tool is it's a one-time payment. They do have something where you can pay monthly, but I think that's just, if you decide to go with any of the other upsells or whatever. Literally, this is a one-time payment at the time that I'm, making this video. Now, what you want to do is you want to come right here to where you hit add split test. Now, I'm not going to do it because I actually have this running as a split test now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the results I've had over the last few years. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit close, and then I'm gonna go down here to some of the ones that I've done over the years. I want to show you one that was really significant, right? And I think it's on the second page. Let me actually go over here, and then I'm gonna go right here. All right, so this thumbnail right here, I want you to see it real quick. And I actually thought that this thumbnail was gonna be the winner, right? It ended up being the other one that I'm about to show you. And as you can see, it got 316 views in the first 10 days versus this one that got 2,174 views in the first 10 days, right? So this was obviously the winner. So I wouldn't have to go back and test this again because, they weren't really close, right? This was just a straight up winner. And that's something that you want to take moving forward when it comes to split testing. If you get any of these that are kind of like close, let's say that you get one that get like, 350 views and then the other one get like 345 views. In that case, I would say, okay, you probably want to go another 10 days. So that way you can really figure out, okay, which one is the real winner. And then once you get that, then you can go ahead and leave that on. And the good thing about this software is that they actually just set it for you. So once the winner is done, like after the 10 days, you good to go. It's going to stay as that thumbnail, unless of course you actually go and run another test. Okay, so this one is an example for like, if it's real close and you feel like, okay, well, I need to go ahead and test that again, then you can look like at this one, right? So all I did was change this from blue to red. And as you can see, this one got 381, this one got 390. So then I would go back and then I would probably test these again to see who's going to win. And if you got to do it a couple of times, just go ahead and do it a couple of times, because it's going to be worth it, in the end, because once you find the one that works, then you could keep it on your video and then you can start to, boost up your views. So now I'm going to show you the other tool. All right, so the second tool is called TubeBuddy, and so I'm going to walk you through the process. So once you download TubeBuddy, and you could do that by using the link down below in the description, as well as if you wanted to go with the thumbnail blaster as well. All right, so let's continue. So what you will want to do is you would click right here, and then what you will want to do is you want to go to website tools, go ahead and click that, and then you will go ahead and click A/B test. Now when you do this, it's going to bring you into the channel that you got attached. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the channel, because this isn't the channel that actually has the legend plan on it. So let me switch over to Rakeem Madison. Okay, so you can see I've done 19 split tests so far on this particular account. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you exactly how you can set it up, and then we're gonna go back and look at some of the results, and you'll be able to see it's a lot more robust than the other two that I showed you. But of course, with more robust, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more money. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and create an A/B test. All right, so when you do this, you can see it says select a recent upload. So it's gonna show you your most recent videos that you have on your channel. But keep in mind, you have to make sure your account, once again, is connected to the software. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and roll with this one for now, okay? And then you see it asks you if you wanna do a thumbnail test or you wanna do a metadata, meaning like your title, your description, and your tags. Me personally, I haven't really done too much of that. I just spent a lot of my time focusing on the thumbnail because I feel like it moves the needle a lot more than changing like some type of metadata, but that's just me personally. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do thumbnail CTR test, and then you can see it's different for the time frame. So the other tool that I was talking about, and showing you, it said 10 days maximum. And then I said you could pretty much just go ahead and just keep doing 10 days, one at a time. Versus this one, you can set a number of days, or you can run until click-through rate is statistically significant. So that means whichever one pulls away the most, that's the one that's going to, end up being a winner in the long term. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and run with this one over here, and I would recommend you probably go with the same one. And then you can see it says, how long would you like to run the test for? And then I would just say start the test at midnight, or you could just schedule a start date, right? That's up to you on how you want to do it. I typically just go ahead and after my video is live, I come in here and then I set up a split test, and then I just kind of let it run from there. And then what you will want to do from here, let me kind of move myself out of the way. Then you will want to hit continue, and then it's going to bring you, let me go ahead and move this back down. Then it's going to bring you right here, and this looks similar to the other split testing tool. So I'm gonna go ahead, same thing I did over there. Let's go ahead and choose the file. Boom. All you're going to do next is you're going to scroll right here and you're going to hit test. Now, I'm not about to do this because I actually have this same exact split test running in another software. All right, so earlier when I said that TubeBuddy was a lot more robust, what I was referring to was the amount of data that they give you. So let's take a look, right? So I'm gonna take you back to the first one that I ever did. And then as you can see right here, it gives you the click-through rate right under. And then you can see for the variation, they also give you the click-through rate right there. So we're gonna go a little bit deeper into the data. So I'm gonna actually click on it. All right, so as you can see, based on click-through rate, the original version of your video outperformed your variation by 25%. So that's the significance that I was talking about earlier. What they also give you is all this data over here. You got impressions to clicks, watch time per impression, and then they also show you, okay, when somebody saw this thumbnail, did they watch longer or did they watch a lot shorter? And this is actually what was interesting to me. So if you see right here, my original had an average view duration of 3 minutes and 57 seconds, while on the flip side, my variation, which was not the winner, actually got people to watch a lot longer. So then I was like, we should probably actually run this again, because if they're they're watching longer, that's what we want them to do. We sticking with YouTube Gold, right? And so that's why a lot of this data is really just interesting. But as I said, the more robust you get, the more you tend to pay. So hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, if you want to get access to any other tools that I talked about here in today's video, go ahead and check the links down below in the description. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.